Hello guys, it's Sapphire Yami with the review of Once Upon a Time, episode 13, titled Witch Hunt. Now, as we all know, we have a new character known as the Wicked Witch of the West. So, in this episode, I loved it. You would not believe how much I loved it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so the opening sequence of the show, the title screen, is the Wicked Witch of the West on her broomstick flies around the forest. I'm gonna start with the past, then the present. And the characters' past. Back in the Enchanted Forest in the past year, the characters are walking through the forest. Although Regina is still missing Henry, she also starts thinking a lot about the tunnels that run under the castle, which is interrupted by the arrival of a flying monkey that was sent by Zelena, who is planning to attack Regina. Zelena and Regina. They rhyme! Oh, I love that. They rhyme. Okay, sorry. Regina uses her magic and turns it into a stuffed monkey, which she hands to Robin's son Roland, because she saved it because the monkey was heading toward him, but she's saved him and stuff. I'm like, oh, they get close, Robin and Regina. Robin and okay, sorry. Bella says she's read about the only land that has winged monkeys and believes they might be from a place called Oz. But a snarky Regina responds to that comment of who's doing the bidding or orders by saying, I don't care if the Lollipop Guild is protecting her. She's going to get in that castle by myself without any help. I'm like, Regina is serious, okay? However, Robin decides he's going to tag along anyway as a way to thank Regina for saving Roland. I'm like, ooh. Sorry. Robin suspects that Regina still misses someone in her life, even after admitting to him that she does. In the tunnels under the castle, Regina explains she has put out a fire in the courtyard that powers the spell, only to discover to find the door open when it's supposed to be sealed with blood magic. The door leads to a crypt with the coffin of her mother, Cora, as they head to her drawer. Robin becomes suspicious when she takes a vial out, then he starts pulling a bow on her. It turns out that Regina is planning to put a sleeping spell on herself so Henry will find her one day and embrace her again. I'm like, oh, Regina, oh, I just felt so bad because she misses Henry so much and she's willing to put a sleeping spell on herself. I'm like, oh, no, Regina, not that. Alright. So after lowering the protection spell, Regina then freezes Robin so she can go along with it and does lower the protection spell. But just as she's about to take the spell, the sleeping curse, she is interrupted by Zelena, who then takes a potion pendant from Regina and reveals to Regina that they both have one thing in common besides magic and the fact that Rumpelstiltskin trained them both. I'm like, Rumpelstiltskin, stop training people! Stop. The one thing they have in Cora is their mother, Cora, and they are half sisters. I'm like, say what? But that'll probably be why they named Ryan Zelena Regina. Who is furious that Cora gave Regina everything that she could never have, tells her younger sibling that she plans to take everything she had away from her as revenge. What's with these? That's another thing these two sisters have in common is revenge. After Zelena flies off on her broomstick, Regina returns to the crypt and unfreezes Robin, where she tells him that she now has something to live for, someone to destroy. And her face lights up when she says this. Like when I mean light up, I mean it lit up. Like it's that the evil smile just came to that face, like someone to destroy. And I'm like, she is excited. I'm like, there you go, Regina. That's a Regina we all know and love. In Storybrooke, modern day. In Storybrooke, Emma and Hook visit a very pregnant Mary Margaret and David at their home. Since everyone in town cannot remember the previous year or how they came back to Storybrooke, Hook tells Mary Margaret he was with them for a short while in the Enchanted Forest the year before, but then he left. While he was sailing, obviously he got his Jolly Roger, a bird brought him a note and the memory potion to inform him about what happened, and he thought Snow sent it. Grumpy then arrives and announces that another dwarf is missing and the possibility that Neil might also be missing. So Emma decides they have to get their memories back by figuring out who took them. Meanwhile, over at Granny's, Ruby brings Henry, Coco, and Cinnamon when Emma arrives with David and Mary Margaret and passes them off as friends from Phoenix. When Regina sees Henry, she freaks out. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for Regina. Emma then reproaches Regina to try to figure out the person who cast the new curse that brought everyone back to Storybrooke. Around the same time, Little John, who along with the Merrymen are unsuccessfully turkey hunting. It is snatched by a flying monkey. He is snatched by a flying monkey. The disappearance prompts Emma, Hook, and David to investigate, leading them to the city limits where he was last seen. After Emma leaves, Hook and David search the area and find a mauled Little Giant in the forest and is taken to a hospital. After they arrive at the hospital, Little Giant is going into convulsions and is transformed into a flying monkey and makes an indestructible escape into the forest. At the town meeting they have, Emma and Regina started arguing over who created a new curse, as the entire town are blaming Regina. And I felt kind of bad for her, but it's like they can't. I'm like, after all the good she has done so far, it's like that doesn't even matter because they still see her as the evil queen. So she was like, "You want an evil queen? You gonna get an evil queen." I'm like, "You gonna get what you want. You keep blaming her for this curse because the only person who knows how to do a curse like this is Regina, the evil queen." They're like, "Why should we trust you?" I'm like, "Dang!" After all she did. She didn't save the town, okay? She didn't help stop Peter Pan. Oh, God. Oh, these townspeople. And she says if she would have cast this curse, do you think she would have she said, I'm trying to get this out. She said she would have cast her. Don't you think I would at least have my son remember me? If I was going to get anything, that I would have Henry, which she doesn't. So she's like, oh, God. But Emma doesn't believe her. A furious Regina then disappears. It is later revealed back in the mayor's office that Emma and Regina stage the performance together in an effort to distract the townspeople while they seek out the real source of the curse. It also turns out that Regina is trying to replicate the memory potion to get everyone's year-long memories back. But the chemistry experiment fails, so Emma suggests to use an old bail bonds trick to expose the person by announcing that they have a memory potion almost done. Back at the cafe, Mary Margaret is freaking herself out by reading a baby book when a woman approaches her and tells her that cradle cap goes away. She tells Mary Margaret that has a bit of storybook long, saying that she wasn't anyone she remembered back in the Enchanted Forest. I was a midwife, she says, and introduces herself to Mary Margaret as Zelina. That night, Leroy, under the premise that Emma gave her the message that she found Regina, makes an announcement about the potion, and Xena gets up and walks out. And the reason they made sure Grumpy knew it because when Regina says, when they were trying to figure out who we should tell, and Regina has a look on face, I know exactly who the person we should tell. The next scene goes straight to Grumpy. You won't believe. I'm like, so Grumpy is a big gossiper, apparently. He can't keep his mouth shut, apparently. That's why they went to him, because he has to tell everybody. I'm like, really, Grumpy? Maybe his name should not be Grumpy anymore. Maybe it should be Gossip. Because what his mouth is good for is gossip. God, I'm just like, that's probably why him and Snow White is best friends, because they cannot keep a secret. Around the same time, Around the same time, Regina and Emma stake out the mayor's office, where after they bond over Henry, the two get the break they were looking for as they attempt to capture the person. The caped individual that broke in the office suddenly disappears into a puff of green smoke. That's like 2 clues so far. And yet, people at Storybook are still clueless. I was like, really? Flying monkeys. Green smoke. And you tell me you guys are still clueless? Oh, God. This is like, I know somebody got to know something. Come on, Belle. You sit there and read books all day. Come on. Emma and Regina later return to the apartment where Emma introduces Henry to Regina, but he doesn't remember her. David and Hook then arrive to tell the women about what happened to Little Giant. It appears that the missing residents are being turned into flying monkeys, and Regina believes that the only person who could be capable of doing this is the Wicked Witch of the West. Emma's confused because one, they're not in Kansas, and is now learned that there is another character living among the residents. And Emma also believes she's like, the Wicked Witch of the West? She's not real. And Hook goes, says the woman whose parents are Prince Charming and Snow White, and whose grandfather of her son happens to be Rumpelstiltskin's great-grandfather is Peter Pan. Really, Emma? Really? This is like, really, Emma? You don't believe in the Wicked Witch of the West, but your mom is Snow White, your daddy is Prince Charming, your son Henry is the grandson of Rumpelstiltskin and the great-grandson of Peter Pan. And you have the hots for Hook. Captain Hook. Come on now. Come on, Emma. Come on. And you... Oh, Emma. Oh, Emma. Oh, Emma. Unfortunately, at a farmhouse located outside Storybrooke, it is revealed that Zelena is actually the Wicked Witch of the West. Obviously, we know that now. She then brings a tray of food down into an underground cellar, where it is revealed that she is keeping captive a prisoner that has gone deranged and mad in a cage. Rumple freaking Stiltskin, son! I'm gonna tell you how excited I was when I saw Rumpelstiltskin on the screen. Like when she goes to say she grabs him, then they go and they screen over to him. I was like, Rumpelstiltskin, ah! I actually screamed. Like I did a straight up fangirl scream. It was not even funny. It was not like I have watched countless TV shows where I have become a fan of it, like Supernatural, Xena, Hercules, Charm, Buffy, Angel. But I have never once in my life screamed so much for a character. I'd be like, I mean, when Buffy died, I'd be like, oh, Buffy died. Oh, Sam Dean, oh no. Rubber Sister, come on. Ah! Obviously, I'm a Rumple girl. Magic always comes with a price. I love it. So that's all for that episode. And so for the cultural references, I didn't do this for the last episode. I'm gonna do it for this one. The farmhouse and cellar that Zelena happens to reside in bore a similar resemblance to the farmhouse and cellar that was described in the Wizard of Oz series. Another notable reference from the story include Emma using the quote, "I don't think we're in Kansas anymore," that was made by Dorothy Gale, the main protagonist in the series. Emma and Henry also share the same first name as Dorothy's relatives, Auntie Em and Uncle Henry. Oh, I didn't even know that in the Wizard of Oz series. The word Oz was mentioned by Belle about the flying monkeys, which is fitting given that Emily de Ravin, who plays Belle, is from Australia, which is nicknamed Oz by the people who were born or raised in the country. Oh, I did not know that. That's something else. Australia is also where Dorothy Gale relatives, both distant through her Uncle Henry, are from in the Oz in the series. Dr. Whale, I'm not a doctor, I'm a doctor, not a vet, echoing Dr. McCoy from the original Star Trek series. Oh, I didn't even catch that. Oh, okay. Look, I love reading culture reference because you don't catch this stuff. I'm a doctor, not a vet. Okay, so that's all for Witch Hunt of ABC's Once Upon a Time. Next episode is titled The Tower, and we will be introduced to Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. And she is a young African American woman, or a black woman, as you say. I'm not really sure where she comes from. But this is going to be an interesting take. And from what I've seen of the episode The Tower, from the promos, it's going to be like some dark, twisted stuff. So this is going to be interesting to see Rapunzel in this dark, twisted fairy tale. And then I'm curious because we see Prince Charming saving her. So I'm like, wait a minute, is Prince Charming is Rapunzel's man and Snow White's man? Okay, I'm confused. And also, I want to know. Also, how did Zelena bring back Rumpelstiltskin? Because last time we saw, he stabbed himself and his daddy, and he disappeared and he died. And unless she brought him back from the dead, and since she brought him back, he's now crazy and stuff. I don't know, but I'm just happy Rumpelstiltskin is back. Like, Rumple Bell. I'm like so excited, like a fangirl. So I will see you guys next time for Once Upon a Time, The Tower. So comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me your favorite moments of this episode, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.